Well, good evening, everybody. Well, I got to remember to turn that knob down there, folks. Sorry about that echo. And welcome to the Falls High Gymnasium as we get set for Bronco girls basketball as they take on the Lake of the Woods Bears. Tim Ringhofer joining you here this evening. Getting tired of hearing my voice in the night. It seems like I'm here all the time, and I'll be back tomorrow night too. So don't go away. We'll have Bronco boys hockey on the air for you tomorrow night. We're going to have Bantam A hockey on in the afternoon for you on KGHS. So let the busyness continue. The Broncos come into this game here tonight with a 3-6 record, looking to get something going here. I talked to Coach Brandon Barris this afternoon when we recorded the pregame interview, and he said, our schedule gets a little bit easier than it was over the past couple of weeks. They played Hibbing last Thursday, lost by 14 points, played Northwoods on the road on Friday, won that game by 8 points, although they were down at halftime. And then on Monday, they played maybe the best team in northeastern Minnesota in Mountain Iron Buell and lost by a final score of 98-25. So Coach said, I'm looking for a little nicer part of the schedule here, hoping to get an advantage. And probably the big news, when I talked to Coach Barris this afternoon, this wasn't going to be a possibility. I walked downstairs to get a bag of popcorn about a half hour ago, and number 35 is in uniform. And you might say, well, who's number 35? Well, that's Olivia Thorstensen, who has been out since January 27th of last year when she tore her ACL in a basketball game played at Mesabi East. So nearly a year until she comes back out onto the floor here and plays basketball. I'm watching her. Dwayne's watching her. She looks good. She looks sound. There's no hitch in the giddy up. It looks like that knee with the brace on is ready to go. Swimming was good for her. There you go. That's what we like to hear. She didn't play volleyball this fall, swam instead, and maybe that therapy helped in the recovery as well. The Lake of the Woods Bears come in at 2-6 on the year. They played a heck of a ball game on Tuesday night, a 1-point loss to Red Lake. They had a chance with a shot that was in and out, rattled around, but wouldn't go down. So the Lake of the Woods Bears, in the same token, are looking to get something going here as we get into the month of January and try to make a run towards the playoffs coming up in February. We're going to take a break here on the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show. Have you checked out Hometown Hobby and Crafts' large array of merchandise? Not only do they have everything to make your school or craft project the best they can be, but they also have so much more. January is National Puzzle Month, and to celebrate that, Hometown Hobby and Crafts is having a sale on all their puzzles. You buy one puzzle, you're going to get 15% off. You buy two or more, you're going to get 20% off. So if you're a puzzle person, nice project to have during the winter months, maybe when you can't get out and about and do the things that you want to do, open up a table, maybe a card table, and do a puzzle. Stop at 327 3rd Street in downtown International Falls. Who's going to score the first point of this basketball game for the Broncos? You can text your selection to 218-324-3053. And while you have your phone out, maybe a late supper from Domino's at 218-283-3444, or order online at Domino's.com to get your favorite pizza, chicken wings, pasta, or a sandwich. The winner or winners will receive a $5 gift certificate. We'll take that break. We'll come back with the Up North Builders coaches interview with head coach Brandon Barris. You're listening to the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show for Bronco girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with Northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie, that was pretty.
Welcome back to the Up North Builders coaches interview, being joined by head coach Brandon Barris. Coach, since we last spoke, since 2023 started, 3 road games, a couple of losses, and a win. What did you think about those 3 games?
Yeah, that was kind of a tough stretch. We knew going into Hibbing. Hibbing's always one of those games, pretty much in any sport, you go into it and it's going to be, a kind of a rivalry. It was one of the chippier and scrappier games we've had of the year, and it was about a 7-point, 7-point game most of it, and then they kind of pulled away at the end. But I think that game prepared us for the next couple of games, because I don't know if we beat Northwoods if we don't play Hibbing the night before. Northwoods was scrappy. They had a big girl that we held in check, but I mean, she still scored 25 points even though she played about half the game. But that was nice. We were able to hit some shots. I think we hit 9 3-pointers on Friday against Northwoods. And then playing MIB, we knew that was going to be a tough game going in, and it was just it was just about keeping our spirits up and trying to do things against a really, really good team.
Yeah, I think the big thing I want to take out of that, and I wanted to ask you about, and I wanted to see what your reaction was from Friday night when those 3-point shots finally started going, because I think you've kind of given the girls rein to go ahead and shoot those shots, and for I would say you're struggling at the 3-point line, so to finally see them start going down must have felt pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, in the second half, Lola Valenzuela hit 4 threes, and she kind of looked over at me and kind of gave me the nod, like, hey, it's nice to see these go in. Abby Hutchinson's a great shooter, and she can pull up from the volleyball line, and she'll come in, but she was just like, I don't feel comfortable shooting him in a game yet. So I said, you need to shoot. And she had a deep one go in, and Hannah Anderson and Kale Taylor both had 3-point shots go in too. So it was nice to see not just a couple of them hitting it, but especially since we put such an emphasis on shooting in practice.
Let's talk about tonight's game. Lake of the Woods Bears. What do you know?
They do a lot of zone. Watching them, they're always going to be scrappy games. They're always going to be competitive. So we worked on the past couple of practices. We worked on what defense they're going to run and how we can go at it. And I'm just excited. We had our 2 best practices of the year the last 2 days. It was after that MIB game, sometimes you're like, oh, how are the girls going to take a loss like that? But they came in and it was the best energy we've had in practice, and I think they're ready to go.
That's interesting, like I said, especially after a loss, and usually sometimes mid-January the winter doldrums kind of start to hit. The kids have come back to school and they've lost that energy from the Christmas break. So what kind of game should we expect here? What are you expecting to see your team do?
I think we're going to continue to hit some shots. So I think with them playing zone defense, they're going to give us a couple of openings, and especially if we've got some post players playing that can condense that defense, I think we're going to have opportunities to hit from the outside.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
That is head coach. Brandon Barris of the International Falls Broncos, and that interview brought to you by Up North Builders, expert construction in International Falls. They've got planning, they've got management, and they've got experience, and it makes a difference. Up North Builders. And again, we didn't discuss the Olivia Thorstensen on the air. We discussed it off the air that she wasn't playing tonight, but again, in uniform. Is she starting? I don't think so, but hey, we're going to just roll with the punches, folks, and see where this is. But even Brandon and I talked about it off the air about when she comes back, it's a game changer for this team. When you bring somebody 6'3" into the lineup, that's a totally different thing. So how many minutes does she play? It's a 36-minute game. Does she play 10 minutes? Does she play 8 minutes? Does she play 12? I don't know where that number is going to be. Hey, you're going to have to stick around and watch this, or listen, just like everybody else, or watch if you're watching it on yourliveevent.com. We're going to take another break here on the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show. When we come back, we're going to have the interview I did with head coach of the Lake of the Woods Bears, Dale Breeny. You are listening to the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show for Bronco Girls Basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide. Where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Woods Bears is Dale Brun. Am I saying that correctly?
Breeny, actually.
Say it again.
Breeny?
Breeny.
Yeah.
No.
It's German.
All right, we'll go with it. Dale, talk about how the season's gone thus far for the Bears.
It's going okay. We're trying to improve each game. That's kind of our main goal. So it's a slow process, but I mean, I think the girls are learning, and it's getting better each game, which is kind of what we're looking for right now.
I look at the roster. I see some familiar names from the volleyball season on that list. They had a very successful volleyball season. Talk about how that plays in an effect, maybe good and bad, for the basketball team.
Well, I think the main thing is with the volleyball, there was a lot of pressure because they're good. So they got to go. I think with basketball here, we know where we are. They know who we are. And it's a little less pressure. I think it actually helps a little bit. They're a little more calm, and it kind of works the opposite direction. I mean, we still want to win, but it's not nearly as much pressure. So
talk about the leaders of your team.
We're senior. We got 3 seniors, and they're basically all our leaders. We got Paige Pack and Elsie Rose and Kenzie Piper, who are, if they don't have a good game, we're in trouble. So they're our true leaders. They're a leader on the court, off the court, and we got some juniors that we're bringing up, and so we're heavy on the top. Okay. That's kind of where we are right now. So.
What kind of game would you like to see your team play? Up and down, slow, half court? What would you like to see them do?
Whatever they do right. Sorry. No, we try to slow it down a little bit, and we definitely got some speed up top. So like we want to pick and choose when we want to run, and if we can do that, we do pretty well. If we get too much in a rush, we really don't play enough basketball to be able to make the right pass and decisions when we do it quick. So we kind of want to find that in between.
What kind of game are we going to expect here tonight? After I was just looking at your scores, a tough 1-point loss, I'm going to assume, on Tuesday night?
It was. We had a shot at the end, went in and out. We had a decent offensive game, and our defense struggled a bit. Red Lake shoots from the outside, and they shoot well. And we got a little tired at the end and a little lackluster, but we were right there. So we can score. I got some shooters that can shoot. So I would like to see it in the 50 range. I mean, that's what I would like to see. So I'm hoping that's where it is, and we'll see what happens, and yeah, go from there.
Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck this season.
Yeah, thank you.
That was head coach Dale Breeny of the Lake of the Woods Bears. Appreciate his time, and I didn't ask his name. I got everybody else's pronunciation, but I didn't get his at the start of the interview. I went and I should have just stopped the interview and started it over, but I thought, hey, you might as well show that's what happens. That interview brought to you by Up North Builders, expert construction in International Falls, planning, management, and experience, and it makes a difference. Up North Builders. We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back with the Rainy Lake Houseboats. Keys to the game. You're listening to the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show for Bronco girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on your live event.com.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud. Summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
It's time for your Rainy Lake Houseboats keys to the game. Rainy Lake Houseboats is located on magnificent Rainy Lake. It's where the highways end and the ancient waterways begin. Rainy Lake Houseboats offer amazing Minnesota houseboat vacations on Rainy Lake in Voyageurs National Park. You can call them at 1-800-554-9188. Well, the key to the game, like I said, what I was thinking before the game, before we go about 40 minutes ago, is different. Where does Olivia Thorstensen play into this game? How many minutes? How does that affect the game? It's really kind of it's an exciting part of it, folks. Whether you believe that or not, I mean, to me, you get somebody back like that, like I said, that's 6'3", and has shown in the past that she's can shoot the three. She can run up and down the floor. It's a dynamic change to what you're going to see on the floor for the Broncos when she is on the floor. So there is your key to the game, brought to you by Rainy Lake Houseboats. Time for your sports shops starting lineups. For honest service and fair prices on bikes, hockey equipment, snowshoes, and more, come to the sports shop in downtown International Falls. Starting for the Lake of the Woods Bears, a senior number 1, Mackenzie Piper. Also a junior number 2, Bailey Husbands. Another junior number 3, Cayman Sonstegard. A senior number 11, Elsie Rose Dahl. And another senior in Paige Hack. So there's your starting lineup for the Lake of the Woods Bears. For the International Falls Broncos, a junior number 1, Abby Hasbargen. Number 10, junior Hannah Anderson. A junior number 22, Lola Valenzuela. A senior number 31, Gracie Bissonette, and a senior number 32, Nora Sullivan. Gracie Swenson is not available. She is out in Las Vegas for a softball tournament, so she is not available for tonight's game. It's time for the national anthem, brought to you by Einerson Flying Service of International Falls, who has been serving the borderland area since 1948. Thor and his staff are proud Americans and proud to be serving our community. So we'll have the national anthem here just in a moment, and PA announcer Jay Boyle, who's double dutying tonight. He's the PA and the clock guy. I would assume he's only doing that pregame. I was thinking we're not going to have anybody during the game. And so we'll get things started here again with the national anthem, sponsored by Einerson Flying Service. The national anthem brought to you by Einerson Flying Service. I'm coming to you from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. Start your voyage at Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College. Call them at 218-285-7722 with your questions. And still got a chance to give me a text at 218-324-3053. Let me know who you think is going to score the first point for the Broncos in this game. And I can tell you Olivia Thorstensen is not starting. She is standing up, and she is not one of the 5 starters sitting down, so I'm confident now that my 5 that I gave you as a starting lineup is actually going to be the starting 5 in this game, as the Lake of the Woods Bears are being introduced here. They're in their road whites with maroon and gold trim, and the Broncos, they're in their home purples with black and gold and white in their trim, white numbers, and they're going to be going left to right in this first half as they do at home. And so that's what we've got going on here. Don't forget, we'll have our Where Are They Now segment coming up at halftime. And that halftime report, of course, brought to you by the Dent Shop, located at 1712 First Avenue West. It is the place to take your vehicle when you have a fender bender. We're going to take a final break here, I believe, and then when we come back, we will have basketball action here from the Falls High Gymnasium. You've been listening to the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show for Bronco girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com. You're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Welcome back here to the Falls High Gymnasium. 34th meeting between Lake of the Woods and the International Falls Broncos. The Broncos lead at 23-10 as Hack wins the opening face-off. Yeah, the opening tip. Too much hockey the last couple days, apparently. Woofta. The Bears in the offensive zone. They go inside to Piper. She dumps it to the backside to Stonstegard. She throws it off the glass, and the first bucket of this ball game goes to the Lake of the Woods Bears just 15 seconds in. Abby Hutchinson brings it into the front court. Comes to the goes to the far side to Hannah Anderson. She pipes up the three. No good. Long rebound. Grab there by Dahl. She goes down. Breakaway. She left the layup just a bit short. The rebound going to be battled for between Hutchinson and Hack. And with the jump ball, it will be Bronco basketball on the alternating possession. Hannah Anderson is going to dribble it into the front court. Comes right this time, near side of the floor to Lola Valenzuela in the corner to Bissonette and tipped out of bounds by Dahl. So the Broncos getting into their zone offense against the 2-3 of Lake of the Woods, just like Coach Barris said. He saw a lot of zone, and that's what they're prepared for. Abby Hutchinson back near side to Hannah Anderson. The baseline to Bissonette. Top of the key, Hutchinson. Fires far side to Lola Valenzuela. Goes to Bissonette in the far corner. Cutting to the bucket is Nora Sullivan. She missed that. Here comes the Lake of the Woods Bears in transition. And nicely done as Dahl comes up with the bucket. It's 4-0 in favor of the Bears, as it was Hack that did the beautiful bounce pass right through some traffic to come up with that bucket. Lola Valenzuela, long three, splash, down it goes. And the Broncos are on the board as Lola hits her first three of the game. Brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. The Bears have the ball on the right wing. Hack has it there. She lobs it inside, catching, going with the reverse layup. Stonstegard, no good. Sullivan comes down with the rebound. Nora trying to dribble through traffic, lost the handle on it, and Hack picks up the loose ball and a turnover on the Broncos. Hack dribbles up the far side of the floor, which is the right side of the floor for the Bears. Back inside to her. She cuts to the basket. Hack lays it up too hard. Coming up with the rebound is Bissonette. Bissonette's going to be tied up. We're going to get a jump ball, and that's going to be Bear basketball. So Bissonette tried to keep that up above her head so she could kind of keep it away, but then she pulled it down and reaching in there and getting a piece of it where the Bears to get the held ball. Out to the free throw line. Dribbling in. This is Piper from the baseline. Hack jumper won't go. Rebound battle for is going to go off of the Bears, and it is Bronco basketball. Well, if Coach Brini is telling me the truth, he wanted to play this game in the 50s. His girls are playing like they want to get into the 80s. They are up and down the floor here early in this basketball game. Valenzuela inside to Sullivan. Went right through her hands, and it's a turnover. It's coming up with the ball is Bailey Husbands. She hands it off to Hack, who dribbles up the far sideline. She gets to the right wing, comes back to Dahl. Dahl comes to Stonstegard, inside to Piper. Backdoor cut. Going up is Husbands, and she's going to be fouled. And she's going to head to the free throw line to see if she can add to this 4-3 lead that the Bears have right now. This foul is called on Hannah Anderson. First foul of the game on either team, or either team if you prefer. First free throw by Bailey Husbands is up. Rattles around, won't go down. No subs. I was sure that we would have a sub on that after that free throw, but none coming. So Husbands will have the second of two. 4 dribbles. Reset those feet, put the shot up. This one also rattled around, won't go down. Rebound, grabbed by Piper. As she got over the back there of Sullivan. Cleanly, I might add. Hack. Top of the key now to Stonstegard. Near side, Piper. 3-pointer on the way. That's short. Anderson the rebound. She dribbles up the center of the floor. Goes left side to Abby Hutchinson. Skip past the Lola. 3-pointer on the way. Bam! It's good. All 6 points on 3-pointers. And the Broncos have taken the lead at 6-4. Left side here for the Bears. Skip pass to the far side to Hack. Baseline to Husbands. Her 15-foot jumper won't go down. Rebound batted out of bounds, and it is Bronco basketball. 15:03 remaining here. 6-4. The Broncos leading it on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. No, the referee changed his mind. It's Lake of the Woods basketball. I didn't like that call. He was a lot closer, but I still don't like the call. Outside from Dahl to Stonstegard. Try to go inside, knocked away. Bears pick up the loose ball. The Pipers trying to go back to Dahl, and now they say it's off of Dahl this time. Well, there you go, Bronco basketball. Lola's going to bring the ball up the floor this time. as she comes across the timeline, comes near side for Abby Hutchinson. Hutchinson skip past to Anderson on the left wing. She fakes the shot, dribbles to the baseline, gets cut off, dribbles back to the corner, outside to Valenzuela. Hutchinson catches it near the short corner, puts it up. That's a bit strong. Rebound to Bissonette. She turns, fires it to Lola. Lola, 24-footer on the way. That gets air, and the rebound to Husbands. Dribbles out a little bit of pressure, and then gets it back to Stonstegard, who dribbles the ball into the front court. Far side for Dahl. Dahl dribbles near the mid-floor circle, down to the baseline. Husbands, and getting the blocking call is going to be Nora Sullivan, her first. Team foul number 2. 14:20 remaining here in the first half. Coming in is going to be Nissa Beck. She's going to replace Nora Sullivan, who just picked up that foul. Hack to bring it in from the baseline on the near side of the floor. Outside it goes to Dahl. She dribbles towards the top of the key. Tries to go far side to Stonstegard, but that was tipped out of bounds by Hannah Anderson. Got that left hand up there. Dahl thought she could get it over the top, but it was kind of in the middle, and it was tipped out of bounds by Hannah Anderson. Stonstegard into Hack. She dribbles towards us on the near side of the floor. Nearly traveled as she gets it off to Dahl. Dahl back to Hack in the corner. To Stonstegard, cutting to the bucket and getting it to go. It was Hack for her first points of the ball game, and we're tied at 6 with 14 minutes remaining. That one almost didn't crawl over the rim, but it did. Oh my gosh, Abby Hutchinson from the 10-foot volleyball line off the backboard, no good. And the rebound to Lake of the Woods. Hack comes into the front court on the far sideline. Lobs it all the way into the near corner to Dahl. Working around the perimeter. That's deflected by Hutchinson. She comes up with the steal. And good back check there by Dahl, is able to tip that out of bounds. A little bit of a hockey reference, of course, there. Timeout by head coach Dale Breeny for the Lake of the Woods Bears. This timeout is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home that is professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen will take very good care of you. We're going to give that steal. We're going to give that the Snap decision of the game, brought to you by Snap Fitness on Shorewood Drive. It's a 24-hour facility with free weights, machines, tanning classes, and more. Customized, personalized training and nutrition programs are available. Give the gals a call at Snap Fitness, 218-283-0020. So we come out of the timeout again, called by the Lake of the Woods Bears. With the game tied at 6 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. It is going to be Bronco basketball. It will be Valenzuela to trigger it in from the baseline on the near side of the basket to Beck in the corner. Beck waits, looks, now goes out to Valenzuela. Takes one dribble towards the volleyball line. She puts up her third three of the game, and she sinks her third three of the game, and the Broncos back up by 3 at 9-6, just under 13 and a half remaining in the first half. Husbands with the bank shot, and she's on the board, and it's 9-8 with 13:15 remaining. Anderson dribbles near the top of the key. Goes to Valenzuela on the left wing. Bissonette catches the pass in the corner. Goes out to Hannah Anderson, and there's a bump from Dahl. Picks up her first foul. That's the first foul on the Bears here. Nearly 5 minutes into the contest. 9-8, the Broncos lead it. Happy to have you along on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com. Hannah Anderson has the ball in between the circles, dribbling. Goes to the left-hand side, finds Lola Valenzuela in the corner to Bissonette. She makes a move, gets cut off, reaching into his husband's, and they're going to call a jump ball, and that's going to stay with the Broncos. Again, we've got that new way of getting onto the internet, so if you're listening to us on the radio, you can listen to us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by going to rjbroadcasting.com and just simply click on Listen Live. Lola has the ball in the corner. She dribbles baseline. She takes a bump there from Hack. Second team foul on the Bears. First foul on Hack. Broncos will take the ball out on the baseline, far side of the bucket this time. Looking to pad their 9-8 lead here. Lola looks. Everybody cuts to the ball. Nobody's open. Lobbed it in. That's tipped away by Stonstegard. Loose ball picked up by Piper. Hack tries to go inside. That ball's tipped. Beck comes up with the loose ball. Gets it off to Anderson. She dribbles into the front court 1-on-4, and she says, I feel that. Let's turn it around. Let's set it up. Try to come to Hutchinson on the near side. That's stole by Dahl. She read the eyes of Hannah Anderson. Breakaway. She lays it in with the right hand. Does Dahl. She's got 4 points in the lead back to the Bears at 10-9. Anderson catches the ball in the near wing. Skip pass for Lola. She penetrates. Gets cut off on the baseline. And tried to keep going, and she draws the blocking charge. And Piper turns around and says, Coach, I did exactly what you told me to do. I put my foot on the baseline. Moving the feet? Moving the feet. All right. I thought she had her foot on the baseline and had it there, but she'll pick up her first foul, team foul number 3. Valenzuela in Anderson. 15-foot jumper. Just a bit short. Beck the rebound, puts it up, had it blocked by Stantz, the guard, and the rebound and a reach in by. We'll see if it's on Valenzuela or Beck. They were both there. It's going to be on Lola, her first. Team foul number 3 on the Broncos. Lake of the Woods leads at 10-9 here on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard with 12:03 and counting remaining in the first half. Hack into the front court. Goes to Husbands on the right wing. Stonstegard catches it near the 10-foot volleyball line. Far side for Husbands. Into the paint to Piper. Up, shot, rattled around, hit the rim a few times, wouldn't go down. Rebound to the Broncos. Hannah Anderson up the far sideline. She gets cut off and sets up the half-court offense with Lola Valenzuela at the top of the key to Hutchinson on the wing. Skip past to Hannah Anderson, left wing. Three-pointer up. Oh, that had all kinds of good looks to it, but it did not go down. Rebound, held ball. Lake of the Woods basketball. Sub coming in. This sub brought to you by St. Thomas School. Small class sizes and personalized learning are their specialties. Call 218-283-3430 or check them out on Facebook to get more information about enrolling your child at St. Thomas School. Coming in for the Broncos is Piper Tomzak. Here come the Bears. Hack, top of the key. Right wing to Husbands. Husband, top of the key to Piper. Piper had it almost slapped away by Hutchinson. She took a forearm to the face. Piper catches the ball at about 12 feet. She rattles it home. Her first point of the ball game, and the 3-point lead for Lake of the Woods at 12-9 with 11:11 remaining in the first half. Hutchinson dribbles near the timeline. Lets everybody get into motion. Tomzak breaks to the near wing. Goes to Hannah Anderson, cutting down the lane, puts that up a little bit short. Husbands the rebound. Husbands goes to Hack on the far side, and the Bears could get this into a 2-possession game. Could be the biggest lead of the ball game. 4 was the biggest lead for the Bears. There's a 3-pointer by Stonstegard. No good. Rebound batted around. Who's going to come up with it? Hutchinson. She's dribbling into the front court. She's going to go at Hack, but she dribbles it off her foot, and it is going to be Bears basketball. So maybe a hair too aggressive. Yeah, you want to try to go after it, but had her eyes up, was looking for a lane to drive through and dribble it off her toe, and hey, that's how it goes sometimes. Stonstegard brings it to the front court. Broncos in a 2-3. Right wing. There's the shot by Dahl. That's no good. Rebound to Valenzuela. She clears herself by dribbling up the far side of the floor. Gets into the front court. Finds Piper Tomzak cutting to the bucket. She puts it up off the glass and in. Instant offense from Piper Tomzak off the bench. And she cuts the Bronco deficit to 1 at 12-11. In the corner to Husbands. Right back down to Hack on the block. She goes at Beck. And the far official says she traveled first. Here comes a sub for the Bears. It's going to be Greta Block, number 20. For the Broncos, here comes number 35. That is Olivia Thostenson. So she comes in with 10:09 left in the first half. And so we'll see how this changes the Bronco offense. Maybe the Bronco approach in the half court. Hutchinson into the front court. Comes near side to Lola. Down to Piper on the block. She turns, puts it up, and it's in. Hey, Piper Tomzak. She gives the Broncos the lead at 13-12 with 9:55 remaining in the first half. Stonstegard goes inside to Piper. Threw one at her feet. Somehow Piper came up with that one. Block on the right wing. Tried to bring it back to the far side. Tipped away by Abby Hutchinson. Nissa Beck picks up the loose ball, and the Broncos have a chance to extend their 1-point lead. Valenzuela, 10-foot volleyball line. Left wing to Thostenson. Thostenson off the dribble. Comes to Hutchinson on the near side. She penetrates, puts it up, and she's going to draw the foul and head to the free throw line to see if she can score her first points of this basketball game. Broncos, today's Thursday, 2 days from now, Saturday. They'll be on the road to Two Harbors. Next week, they travel to Ely on Thursday, so a couple more road games coming up. That game in Two Harbors, could be an interesting game. The game in Ely is going to be a tough one. Hutchinson, first free throw. Hits the front iron, goes to the back iron, and falls in. Substitution for Lake of the Woods. Number 21, Vanessa Larson, is going to come in. She's going to replace Piper. And I didn't look up at the scoreboard, but I'm going to assume Piper picked up her second foul there. Second free throw from Hutchinson. Hits the front iron, won't go down. Rebound battled for. And we're going to get a jump ball as the big 6'3" Thostenson reaches in. And it's going to be Bronco basketball on the alternating possession. So a chance for the Broncos to add to their 2-point lead here with 9:25 remaining in half number 1 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Valenzuela from the near baseline. Gets it to Tomzak. She catches outside to Thostenson. 14-footer. A little bit strong. Rebound into the hands of Dahl. Dahl lets everybody clear away. She brings the ball up the center of the floor. Ooh, got away with a travel. My goodness, could all three referees not been watching that? Husbands tried to go inside, tipped away by Tomzak. Husbands runs it down. Gets it to Stanstegard to block. That's the Stanstegard as the Bears working around the perimeter. Now down to the block to Vanessa Larson. Stolen away. Here come the Broncos, 2-on-1. Hutchinson going to go up with the left hand. Too hard. Rebound batted around. It's Beck. She puts the shot up. Blocked by Husbands. Rebound. Dahl. Long distance pass to Stanstegard. Valenzuela back there to cut her off. 17-footer. No. Beck comes down with the rebound, and we're going to get a hold, I believe, on Vanessa Larson. It is going to be on Vanessa Larson. Her first. Team foul number 5 on the Bears. Here comes back into the ballgame for the Broncos, Gracie Bissonette. This substitution brought to you by St. Thomas School. For the Bears coming out, this is going to be Stanstegard, and coming back into the game, I believe, is going to be Hack. I think she was out just momentarily. Hutchinson comes near side to Valenzuela. Skip pass to Thossenson on the left wing. Puts the ball on the floor. Comes back to Valenzuela on the near side. She takes the defense charge out towards her, dribbles in, puts up a little scoop, and has double-digit points now. She's got 11 of the Broncos' 16 points as they lead it by 4. Here come the Bears. They throw it inside, and it's tipped out by Gracie Bissonette, so it will stay with the Bears. They'll bring it in from the baseline. Far side of the hoop. Hack into the corner. Husbands three-pointer on the way. No good. Hutchinson the rebound. She dribbles quickly up the center of the floor. Dahl cuts her off. Hutchinson pulls the trigger from about 8 feet. No good. Thossenson her first rebound. She tried to step through, and they're going to call the travel on her as she tried to give herself a little extra room. That's something that Olivia, I think, gets away with sometimes and sometimes doesn't get away with. It's all that perception. You know, the rules kind of blurred a little while ago, a couple years ago, about traveling. I thought maybe that was worthy of not being called, but it definitely was close. Bears have the basketball. Husbands on the right wing. Try to go inside to Larson. Tipped away by Tomzak. Larson runs it down. Back outside to Husbands. Back inside. Back outside to Husbands. Her 8-foot jumper over the top of Thossenson. That altered that shot. Made that one not go. Broncos the rebound by Bissonette. Valenzuela spuns away from Dahl to protect the basketball. Nice wry smile on her face as she comes into the front court. To Thossenson in the paint. She puts the ball on the floor. Goes right to the rack. Up. That's too strong. And the rebound to Larson for the Bears. Hack. Across the timeline. Here's the top of the key. To Dahl in the corner. To block. Around the perimeter goes to Husbands. Top of the key. Now back on the near side to block. Down on the baseline to Hack. Bears really working that ball around the perimeter. Now get it to block in the short corner. Hack tried to go inside. Tipped away by Hutchinson. Right into the hands of Block. Hack has it back. Broncos in a 2-3. Inside he goes. Larson gets past Dawson and puts it up and in. That was a good move by Vanessa Larson. And it's 16-14. The Broncos lead with 6:50 remaining here in the first half. Valenzuela into the front court. Pulls up from the 10-foot volleyball line. That just grazes the rim. Husbands the rebound for Lake of the Woods. That's 2 with a foot on the 10-foot volleyball line. I'll tell a story about that later if I can remember. Maybe. Dahl. Dahl gets a return pass from Husbands. Now to Hack. Skip past the block, and she tried to go to the baseline and throws it away. Sub coming in for the Broncos. Hannah Anderson. Nora Sullivan going out is going to be Thossenson. So she goes out at 6:22. So she was almost in the game for 4 minutes. Also going out is going to be Lola Valenzuela. For the Bears, Dahl's going to go out. Coming back in is going to be Cayman Stanstegard. Broncos up by 2 here. Possession of the ball. Let's see if they can add to it against this 2-3 defense of the Bears. Hannah Anderson quickly to Piper Tomzak. She's going to launch a 3. That's off the line. Long rebound. Abby Hutchinson to Hannah Anderson. In the corner to Bissonette. She's going to turn. She's going to fire a 3. That's too strong. Off the hands of Greta Block, and I think it's going to stay with the Broncos. The officials look at each other. They agree with me. That was the difference right there. Right, folks? Yeah, right. Baseline. Broncos. Near side. Hannah Anderson is going to bring it in. Right to Piper Tomzak. Wide open underneath the basket. She's got 6 points off the bench. Broncos back up by 4 as we hit 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Hack to the top of the key. Husbands on the right wing. Back to Hack. Now to Stanstegard on the near side. Back to Hack. To Stanstegard. Down to the corner to Block. Back to Hack at the top of the key. Trying to get that defense to move. Get that zone working. Get it out of shape. Back in the corner to Stanstegard. Stolen away by Hannah Anderson. Hack is going to catch up to her, and Anderson says, I don't care, I'm putting it up, and draws the foul on Hack. Her second, team foul number 6, and Anderson will head to the free throw line looking for her first points of the ball game. Bronco girls hockey playing over at Bronco Arena. They should be just about done. Maybe somebody is listening. Maybe they'll give me an update on that. See a few kids, as I say that, walk in the door. They may have been at the hockey game for all I know, as the girls were taking on North Shore. Here comes Piper back into the game for Vanessa Larson. Hack picked up that second foul, but she does not come out of the ball game for the Bears. First free throw was not good by Anderson. Second one up. This one is good. So she's got her first point of the game. Broncos up by 5 at 19-14. Hack quickly to the top of the key. Now lost her dribble. Goes to Piper. Piper gets tied up by Hutchinson. Held ball, and it will stay with the Bears. So Piper made the cardinal mistake. She had that ball up high. She went to turn. She brought that ball down. Hutchinson grabbed right in there and got the held ball. Hack to bring it in from the baseline. Quickly to Stanstegard. She dribbles towards the elbow. Top of the key. Leaves it for Husbands. Husbands to Hack. Hack off the bounce. Lost the handle on it. No travel there or double dribble, which I thought they could have called. Long shot there by Piper. No good. I think that would have been a 2. And Piper Tomczak comes up with the rebound. She's followed from behind, and she's headed to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1, as that is the 7th team foul on the Bears. And it is going to be on Greta Block. Her first. As I mentioned, team foul number 7 with 5:08 remaining in the first half. Bronco JV, they won earlier this evening 46-18. It was just 18-9 at half, but the Broncos really poured it on in the second half. Piper Tomczak with the first free throw here. It's got to make the first to get the second. It's up. It's good. Broncos have only had 4 players score. Valenzuela has 11. Tomczak has 7 right now as the Broncos lead 20-14. See if Piper can put us up by a full touchdown and the extra point. Bit strong, but some nice backspin on that, and she comes up with it, and it's 21-14. Hack along the far side, comes towards the top of the key, brings it to Stanstegard to block in the near corner. Working around the perimeter again. Husbands, right wing. Tried to go inside, tipped away by Hannah Anderson. Ball's on the floor. We're going to get a held ball, and it's going to be Bronco basketball as Piper Tomczak comes in. Playing with more confidence lately. Can I say that as I've watched her? She's playing a little JV now to get her some more minutes there. And then she's coming in and doing a great job here in the varsity game. We've got a timeout by the Lake of the Woods Bears. It's brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home that is professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen will take very good care of you. We'll take a timeout. We're coming back. Broncos lead by 7. You're listening to Bronco Girls Basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
Back here at the Falls High Gymnasium, coming out of the timeout, Bronco basketball up 21-14 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. As I mentioned, Bronco basketball, 4:53 remaining in the first half. Lead has changed hands 3 times. We've had a tie, but the Broncos up right now by 7. Hutchinson, far side for Hannah Anderson. Goes in the corner to Bissonette, to Sullivan. She takes one dribble, puts it up off the glass, too strong. Rebound, guess who? Piper Tomczak, up, too strong. Sullivan, the rebound. She goes to clear herself, and she is going to be fouled, and she's going to head to the free throw line. This one is going to be on Bailey Husbands, I believe. It is white, too. That's Bailey's first foul, team foul number 8. This is a 1-and-1, so here comes Lola Valenzuela back in the game. She's going to replace Hutchinson. This substitution brought to you by St. Thomas School. Small class sizes and personalized learning are their specialties. Call 218-283-3430 or go to Facebook to find out more information about enrolling your child at St. Thomas School. First free throw from Nora Sullivan. Too strong. Rebound batted out to Hack. She's quickly up the far sideline. Goes to the bucket, dribbles it off her foot. She can't save it, and it is Bronco basketball. So we've seen that a couple of times by each team here, dribbling it off the foot as they get a chance to get to the bucket. Here comes Dahl back in the game for Greta Block for the Bears. Broncos, again, another opportunity to increase this 7-point lead to possibly 9 or 10 with a made three. They've already have 3 threes in this game, all to Lola Valenzuela. Piper Tomzak, short corner to Bissonette, tried to go inside, tipped away by Piper. Loose ball picked up by Dahl. She gets cut off nicely there by Hannah Anderson. Corner now for Hack. Hack dribbles baseline, gets cut off, goes to Piper. Inside, Stonsgaard catches from about 6 feet, puts it up. That's no good. Tomzak clears her rebound after Husbands almost nearly took it away from her. Gets it off to Valenzuela. Top of the key for Lola. Near side, Hannah Anderson. Thought about the three. Bissonette in the corner. Takes a dribble. Finds Sullivan open at the elbow. One dribble. Blocked there by Piper. Loose ball picked up by Dahl. And as she was trying to catch up to the ball, she steps on the baseline. So Bronco basketball. Here comes Valenzuela back into the ball game with 3:50 remaining. Piper Tomzak is going to head to the bench with her 8 points. Valenzuela will bring it in from the near corner. Valenzuela, surprised by the pass from the referee. Sullivan catches it in the paint, no good. Rebound, going to be ripped on, and I was waiting for them to blow the whistle. Holy smokes, took a long time. And on the alternating possession, wait, we're going to have a foul, I think. Hang on. It's on purple. Wait, let me see. No, it's on white 22. That's on Hack. That's her third. That is the team foul number 9. And heading to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1 is Hannah Anderson. She's 1 for 2 at the free throw line. That's a tough call there on Hack as she picks up her third. First free throw from Anderson is good. She'll get the second. Broncos up 22-14 now. That's not static, folks. That's a cough drop I can't get rid of fast enough. Sorry. Second free throw by Anderson is also good. 23-14. Hack comes into the front court as we're under 4 minutes remaining. Near side for Stonsgaard. Off the bounce, gets it to Hack in between the circles. Hack looking. Broncos still in the 2-3. Near corner for Stonsgaard. Inside it goes to Piper. Back outside. Hack has to run that one down before it goes across the timeline. Bears work it back to Stonsgaard. Skip pass to Hack at the 3-point line on the far side. No. Dawsonson up high for the rebound. Made it look easy. Off to Valenzuela. Broncos up by 9. Let's see if they can get it into double digits on this possession. To Thossenson on the near wing. Off the dribble. Gets cut off. Puts it to Bissonette in the corner. Outside to Valenzuela. Nearly tipped away by Dahl. Valenzuela kind of settles things down. Gets it to Sullivan. She sees an opening. Goes up off the glass and good. Nora's got her first points of the ball game. And the Broncos do get it into double digits at 25-14 with 2:50 left. Hack. Far side comes to the top of the key. Down it goes to the block. Piper gets a big bump from Thossenson as she picks up her first foul of the game. Okay, there's a final score in the Gopher basketball game. Want to make any guesses? Dwayne, you want to make a guess? He said at halftime when they were up by 2 points that they were going to lose. I agreed with him. They win it 70-67 over Ohio State. How do you like that for the first Big Ten win of the season? Right wing, Husbands. As we come back to girls basketball, that's more important right now. Hack cutting to the basket. Goes in over the top of Thossenson and gets it to go down. She's got 4, and it's 25-16 in favor of the Broncos. 2:20 remaining in the first half. Far side for Valenzuela. I thought she was firing that up. Into Bissonette. To Sullivan who catches. Hutchinson, a free throw jumper. That's no good. Thossenson knocks it right back out in the hands of Hutchinson. That shot goes up, no good. Thossenson another rebound. Thossenson dribbles out. Now tries to dribble in, and they call her for the clear out with the arm. And she turns and says, come on. That's her second foul. Team foul number 5 on the Broncos. She turns and looks at Coach Brandon Barris like, I didn't do it. She always dribbles with that arm out. And as long as you're not pushing off and it's just kind of sitting there, it's okay. But if you're pushing with it, they're going to call it. Hack in the corner to Husbands. Husbands to Hack. Top of the key, Stonsgaard to Dahl. Back to Hack near the timeline. Dahl goes in the far corner to Stonsgaard. Bears do work the ball around well. They finally get it to Piper from about 4 feet away. No good. Hack had it momentarily. She knocks it out of bounds, and it is Bronco basketball. Greta Block is going to come in, replacing Paige Hack with those 3 fouls. I thought Coach Brini maybe waited a little long to get her out of the ball game, but he rolled the dice and got away with it. Hutchinson across the timeline against the 2-3 of the Bears. Valenzuela to Thossenson on the near wing. She dribbles in. That's going to go up, and she is going to draw the foul on Piper. Let's see if it's Piper or on the dribble in. No, this is going to be on Block, her second. Team foul number 10. So either way, 2 free throws coming, and the referee explaining to Mackenzie Piper, who wasn't thrilled with the call, it wasn't even on her, about what she needs to do not to get the foul called. So Thossenson looking for her first point of the season. The free throw is too strong. Here comes Piper Tomczak into the ball game, going to replace Gracie Bissonette. That substitution brought to you by St. Thomas School. Check them out on Facebook to get more information about enrolling your child at St. Thomas School. Thossenson, second free throw up, also too strong, but it rolls back with a little backspin. That's her first point of the year. The Broncos lead by 10 with 1:25 remaining at 26-16. Near side, Dahl. Dahl goes to Husbands on the right wing. Tagretta block near the top of the key. Stonsengard back in the far side of the floor. Couple of dribbles, gets it off to Piper, who comes to the 10-foot volleyball line. Broncos staying in that 2-3, especially with Thossenson in the ball game. Stonsengard, right wing, goes inside to Piper. She goes right at Thossenson, loses the handle on it. Sullivan, loose ball, up to Hutchinson. She's going to go right at Stonsengard with the left hand, up, too strong. Thossenson the rebound, field goal is up. That's her first field goal of the season, and it's 28-16 Broncos, 45 seconds remaining. Three-pointer from Dahl, that's offline. Rebound, Piper Tomczak. Here comes Hutchinson up the near side. The Broncos could extend this 12-point lead. Valenzuela, left wing. Sullivan catches at the free throw line. Tried to go inside to Piper Tomczak. That was tipped away by Piper. Looking for Piper Tomczak, and the held ball. Alternating possession, Bears basketball. I like the idea of trying to get it from the high post to the low post, but you can't send it through a person. That's the issue right now. Trying to force something that is, you want it to be there, but it's not there. Broncos are going to go a little 1-2-2 here to change up things at the end of the first half. 15 seconds remaining. Block, top of the key to Hack. She goes inside to Husbands, and maybe could have been a foul call on the Broncos, but none coming. Rebound to the Bears. Long shot there by Block, no good. Husbands gets the rebound, puts it up through traffic, and gets it to go. That's not an easy shot. Broncos, one final opportunity. Hutchinson's going to let it go from about 55. Oh, off the back rim. I thought it was going in, folks. It was online perfectly. If you're watching that on your live event, holy cow, is all I can say about that, because I thought it was in the hoop. It's halftime. Your score, International Falls 28, Lake of the Woods 18. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our Dent Shop halftime report. You're listening to Bronco Girls Basketball on Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
City Drug from Cape. Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together, we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities grant funding.
The Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
Living here in northern Minnesota, we embrace all 4 seasons, and the cooler weather brings out the cooler toys. What's next on your wish list? A snowmobile, fish house, snowblower, new plow for the truck or wheeler? Say yes to winter fun and I'll help you finance it. Call today and make an appointment with me, Chelsea Melander, consumer lender at TrueStar. Can't make it in during business hours? That's okay. Apply on your own time or on the mobile app or online at TrueStarFCU.com. Brighter banking at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here in high school girls basketball, the halftime report is brought to you by the Dent Shop at 1712 First Avenue West. It is the place to take your vehicle when you have a fender bender. They also have Rhino Pro protective lightings for your pickup truck, car starters, and lithium batteries. The Dent Shop, 218-285-9593. While the Broncos trailed early, they were down 4-0. They got ahead 6-4. It was tied 6-6. The Broncos took the lead. Then the Bears took it right back, and then the Broncos took the lead at 13-12. Never relinquished it. They got it out to as big as a 12-point lead at 28-16, but we sit at 28-18 here at the half. It is time for our Where Are They Now segment, brought to you by Green Larson Mortuary. Welcome to a place to celebrate life and honor every memory. Go to their website at greenlarson.com. It's time for another Where Are They Now segment, brought to you by Green Larson Mortuary. With us today is Karn Schold. Karn, where are you now?
Hello, everyone. I graduated from International Falls in 1990. I played volleyball, basketball, and after I graduated, I went to UMD, had a scholarship to play there. I graduated UMD in 1995. I got a criminology and sociology degree. After I graduated, I went back home to International Falls, and I applied for U.S. immigration. It's now Customs and Border Protection, and helped Coach Stouty as a non-paying assistant coach. I don't remember how far they went in the playoffs, but I do know that they were really good. That was the team that had like Pam Van Bergen, Lori Schmidt, Carly Swenson, Tyrone, Lisa Kaler, Rachel Johnson, Nikki Simon. I know I missed quite a few, but that was just a great group of kids, and it brought me back on the court, and I just enjoyed bringing some of the things that I learned from UMD back to the Falls. In 1996, I got hired, like I said, from U.S. Immigration. I worked up in the Falls for 16 years, and then I moved to Duluth in 2012, and I currently live in Duluth for the past 10 years.
And that is Karn Schold with our Where Are They Now segment, brought to you by Green Larson Mortuary. We're going to take a break. I'm going to get the stats all set up, and when we come back, we'll run down the stats for you from the first half. You're listening to the Dent Shop halftime report for Bronco girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Mainly cloudy skies tonight with lows around 4 above. East winds around 5 miles per hour. A mix of clouds and sun tomorrow, highs around 22. Tomorrow night, lows level off around 12. Upper 20s, Saturday, much warmer on Sunday, with highs in the mid-30s.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki from the Weatherology Weather Center on Lakes Country.
Currently, it's 14.
High school fans, falling and getting up is one of many lessons students learn when they participate in high school activities. It takes courage to show up and perform knowing that mistakes will occur. A missed shot, a bad pass. Mistakes are part of the game. Teaching young people is a valuable lesson in picking themselves up and starting over again. This message has been brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
Howard Cenex East invites you to see all they have to offer. Cenex East carries Canadian bakery bread, Wisconsin's best meat and cheese sticks, and other healthy snacks, along with a wide variety of chips, candy, and beverages. Howard Cenex East offers a 7-cent per gallon discount on gas and fuel when paying with cash. Hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, and closed on Sunday. If you're looking for fun and rewarding jobs, stop into Cenex East and pick up an application. Howard Cenex East, Highway 53.
Back at the Falls High Gymnasium, we're in halftime. The score 28-18 in favor of the Broncos over the Bears from Lake of the Woods. This report is brought to you by the Den Shop at 1712 First Avenue West. It is the place to take your vehicle when you have a fender bender. Well, let's take a look at the scoring. Let's start with the Bears, 18 points, 4 each for Bailey Husbands, Elsie Rose Dahl, and Paige Hack. 2 points each for Mackenzie Piper, Cayman Stonstegard, and Vanessa Larson. They had a lot of great looks in that first half. I was just thinking back, they had a lot of great looks, just missed some. Just shots just not going down necessarily. 0 for 2 at the free throw line were the Bears. They had no three-pointers. Looking over at the Broncos with their 28 points, led by Lola Valenzuela. She had 11. She had those 11 points in about the first 6 or 7 minutes of that first half, and then I don't know if she shot again, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't remember her taking another shot. Piper Tomczak had 8, 3 points for Hannah Anderson, all of those from the free throw line, 2 points for Nora Sullivan, 3 points for Olivia Thossenson, and 1 for Abby Hutchinson. The Broncos were 7-11 from the free throw line. Not too shabby when you look at it. They're in the mid-60 range percentage, and they had 3 threes, all of them by Lola Valenzuela. She nailed her first 3, and then the Bears, I think, got wise. Don't leave 22 open. Something is going to happen, like the ball going into the bucket. That's going to wrap up our halftime report brought to you by the Den Shop. We'll take a break. We'll come back with half number 2. Broncos leading it by 10. You're listening to Bronco Girls Basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with Northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC. Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with Northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Second half ready to start here at the Falls High Gymnasium. It will be Bronco basketball looking to add on to their 28-18 halftime lead. Happy to have you back. Tim Ringerhofer joining you here from the Rainy River Press Box area. Start your voyage at Rainy River Campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. 218-285-7722. Gracie Bissonette has the ball in the corner, top of the key. Hutchinson, far wing for Valenzuela. Cutting to the bucket is Bissonette. Had her shot altered there by Stonstegard. Ball's on the floor, and we're going to get a held ball, and that's going to be Bears basketball on the alternating possession. So the Bears, their first possession of the second half. I was doing the Muskie boys basketball game early today. The seniors team won 68-22. The girls senior volleyball team, they lost to the Dryden Eagles. We'll get more details on that in the morning show tomorrow morning. Stonstegard, left wing. This is Hack. She has 3 fouls in the corner. Dahl, three-pointer on the way. That rattled around, hit both sides of the rim. No good. Bissonette the rebound. Off to Valenzuela. Jogs the ball up the center of the floor. 2-3 for the Bears. On the wing to Hutchinson. Short corner to Bissonette. Dribbles herself out of trouble. 25-footer by Valenzuela. That hits the front rim, won't go. Rebound. Battle for. That's got to be a jump ball, guys. You guys are going to have to call this sooner because we're going to get somebody thrown to the floor and hurt. I'm just being honest here, folks. You just cannot wait that long because all it's going to take is somebody to wrap their skull on the floor, and that's going to be a bad situation. Bronco basketball. Valenzuela into Sullivan in the near corner. Broncos going right to left in this second half. Top of the key, Valenzuela catches. Dribbles towards the far corner. Reverses. Comes back out towards the timeline. Now gets to the right wing. Try to come back near side. Hutchinson was wide open. That was tipped by Hack. Intercepted by Dahl. She's going to beat Anderson to the bucket. And somehow there was no foul there. I'm Not sure how, but the referee decided it was clean, and the Broncos come up with the rebound. Far side, Valenzuela. In the corner to Bissonette. Sullivan catches at the elbow. Turns, leaves it outside for Valenzuela to Anderson. Three-pointer from the left wing. That's a bit strong. Rebound. Hutchinson and Husbands battle for it. It's a jump ball. It is Bears basketball. So we played a minute 35. The score has not changed. I'm not saying you haven't missed anything if you're just joining us, but the score hasn't changed at what it was at 28-18 at the half. Stonstegard, top of the key. Nobody comes to guard her. She pulls the three. So I was going to say that's going to come out. First three-pointer of the game for the Bears. It makes it 28-21 in favor of the Broncos. Hutchinson. 10-foot volleyball line to Valenzuela on the right wing. Come back to Anderson. She dribbles in, puts it up off the glass, and good. Her first field goal of the game. And the Broncos back up here by 9 points at 30-21. Hack. Far side for Stonstegard. Tried to go inside. That's tipped away by Valenzuela. Ill-advised pass by Stonstegard. Valenzuela was standing there. She tried to thread the needle to Husbands. Valenzuela, top of the key. Right wing to Hutchinson. Inside to Sullivan. Down short corner to Bissonette. Back to Hutchinson. Three-pointer on the way. Just a bit short off the iron, and it's going to bounce out of bounds, and it will be Lake of the Woods basketball. Here comes Olivia Thorstensen back into the ball game. She played about 8 minutes in that first half as she comes in here with 15:32 remaining. Bissonette heads to the bench. That substitution brought to you by St. Thomas School. Bears, chance to cut into their 9-point deficit. Broncos 2-3. Stonstegard, top of the key. Hack left wing. Down to the baseline. Thorstensen tips that out of bounds as Husbands was cutting towards the bucket. Hack will bring it in from the baseline on the far side of the basket. Bears going left to right here in half number 2. Hack slaps the ball. Everybody jumps into motion. Outside to Piper. Piper dribbles near the top of the key. Looks left to Dahl. Dahl. Stonstegard. To Hack on the near wing. Hack looks inside, then decides there's nothing there. She dribbles out towards the top of the key. Goes to Husbands on the left wing. To Hack, cutting into the lane with Stonstegard. Right back outside to Dahl, and we're going to get a reach-in foul on Nora Sullivan. She looks at the official, nods her head, says, yeah, I can buy that. First foul on the Broncos this half. Second personal foul on Nora. Hack gets it in to Dahl. She dribbles parallel to the half-court line. There's a three-pointer by Piper. That's short. Thorstensen the rebound. Valenzuela quickly up into the front court. Everybody backs up. Ooh, I thought she was going to pull the trigger, folks, but she didn't. Hutchinson, right wing. She dribbles out a little bit. Gives it to Valenzuela. Near side for Anderson. Anderson, Thorstensen catches it in the near corner. She dribbles out towards the wing. Dribbles with the right hand, then the left hand. Stops, pops from about a dozen. No, rebound hand to Anderson as she held off Husbands with one hand and grabbed it with the other. Anderson, right wing. Tried to go to Hutchinson. That's tipped away by Dahl. Read that pass. Dahl does a very good job of that. She comes in, lays it in as Rose has 6 points in the game. It's 30-23. The Broncos lead by 7. Valenzuela gets the long inbounds pass as everybody had left Hutchinson all alone. Anderson, right wing. Baseball pass to Hutchinson on the left wing. Top of the key. Valenzuela, three-pointer up off the iron, and it falls through. And even Lola's like, holy cow. Kind of give you that Michael Jordan thing. 33-23 as the Broncos back up by 10. Tried to go inside. Couldn't handle it. Was Husbands. Hutchinson picks it up. She goes right at Hack. Ooh, I thought she was going to try to draw that fourth foul. Hutchinson outside. Sullivan. Free throw jumper. Good for the Broncos as they lead at 35-23. 13:40 to go in the second half. Broncos had that gap closed to 7 just a couple of times a few moments ago. Now they got it back out to a dozen. Hack on the right, Dahl on the right wing to Hack at the top of the key. Hack dribbles from the top of the key, goes back to Piper at the elbow. She fakes, now dribbles in, kind of skips through, tries to go to Husbands on the backside. Lola Valenzuela gives you one of those, as Sheldon Slaybaugh would like to say, a Ringhofer fall. A little bit of a hip check there. Just saying you might catch that ball, but you're not going to do it comfortably. So the foul there on Lola, that's her second, team foul number 2. We've got a timeout by the Bears. We're going to take it with them. The score, International Falls 35, Lake of the Woods 23. You're listening to high school girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
Coming out of the timeout, Lake of the Woods basketball. This timeout brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. Hack gets it in, top of the key, Piper. Gets it to Dahl in the corner. Husbands dribbles baseline. Jumper by Piper. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound brought down by Thostenson. Valenzuela comes into the front court. Stops at the top of the key. Thostenson catches it in the paint. Gets it to Hutchinson. 10-foot jumper and one. As Hutchinson is fouled, and she will go to the free throw line to try to complete the traditional three-point play as the Broncos increase that lead to 37-23, looking for 38-23 with 12:57. So I did get an update on the score. It's not, I got a first period score. I don't know how much good that does us, but I know that North Shore was up 2-0. Free throw is good by Hutchinson. Broncos up by 15 at 38-23 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery, score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. There's a reach-in foul on Hannah Anderson. That's her second, team foul number 4. Substitutions coming in. Julissa Matthias, yes, is coming in for the Bears. Out goes Piper. For the Broncos, in comes Piper, Tomzak, and Nissa Beck. She may have came in during the timeout, so the Bears have the basketball. This is Dahl. Far corner to Matthias. She catches there. Back to Hack on the near side. That's stolen away by Lola Valenzuela. And then Matthias, a little reach in. And I want to say Valenzuela maybe more lost her balance than got fouled by Matthias. But it looked really bad. So Matthias gets her first foul. Team foul number 2 on the Bears this half. Broncos will bring it in from the far sideline. Broncos were up by 10 at the half. They're up by 15 now. 5.5 minutes into the second half. Hutchinson near side for Valenzuela. Read the eyes, did Dahl. Jeez. And then she stepped on the sideline as she tried to catch up with that basketball. Whew. Broncos got to do a better job of maybe not telegraphing that pass quite so much. Broncos will bring it in here at half court. Stay tuned for the post-game show. We're going to get an interview with somebody. Maybe Thostenson. Talk about that first game back. Maybe that's the right place to go. Valenzuela. Beck wide open in the paint. She puts it up. That was blocked from behind by Kendall Bowman, who came in during the timeout, and she gets the rebound, and she's going to dribble the ball up the center of the floor. She comes in the game. She does everything. Get it off to Matthias. Near side for Husband. She's going to pop the three, and that's no good. Rebound. Batted around. It's going to be off of Tomzak, I believe. So stay with the Bears, yes. As Bowman had a chance at that. Hack from the baseline. Outside to Dahl at the top of the key. Near side for Kendall Bowman. Lost her dribble now. Kicks it out to Dahl. Far side. Hack. Three-pointer from the left wing. That's an air ball. Went off of Nissa Beck's hand. She thought it might graze that rim. Just couldn't get a piece of it. Couldn't handle it. And goes out of bounds. So stay with the Bears. 12:07 remaining in the second half. 15-point lead for the Falls. Hack. In the wing to Dahl. Dahl back to the far corner to Bowman. Down to the block, catching it there. It was Husbands. Goes right back outside. There was no place to go. Thostenson was right there. Hands all over the place. Inside to Matthias. Gets a little bump from Thostenson. No foul called. Beck picks up the loose ball. Now, if you're listening and you're saying, hey, what about Gracie Swenson? Well, she's out in Vegas playing softball. So she's not available this evening. Beck, short corner to Thostenson at the block. One dribble, kicks it back out to Beck. Three-pointer on the way. Too strong. Long rebound. Piper Tomzak. Kicked outside to Valenzuela. She catches. Pops the three. That's too strong. Beck the rebound. Up. Too strong. Rebound to Bailey Husbands. She'll dribble the ball up the center of the floor. Come to the top of the key. She's just going to pull the three. She's going to drain it. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Bailey Husbands on that three. 38-26. The Bronco lead at a dozen. So the Bears did not make a three in the first half. They made two in the first 6+ minutes here in the second half. Hutchinson to Beck in the short corner. Picks up that loose ball, stolen away by Dahl. And before we can do that, what do we got here? The referee's pointing to Beck. It is a foul on Husbands. Her second. Team foul number 3. Hannah Anderson in for the Broncos. Stonstegard in for the Bears. Going to the bench is going to be Lola Valenzuela for the Broncos. Julissa Matthias is going to the bench for the Bears. Tomzak to bring it in from the baseline. Gets it to Beck in the corner. Hannah Anderson catches right back to Tomzak in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Short. Rebound Dawsonson. Putback is good. She's got 5 in the ball game. The Broncos up by 14 at 40-26. Hack, top of the key. Dribbles. Gets herself towards the corner. Three-pointer on the way by Dahl. No good. Tomzak the rebound. Off the Beck. Beck, I didn't think she looked real interested in dribbling that ball up the floor, but everybody left her, so she had to. Hutchinson gets the ball from her. Comes and gets the ball from her. How about we try it that way, folks? Beck in the corner to Tomzak. Down to the block to Thompson. Try to go with the reverse layup. No good. And the rebound into the hands of Kendall Bowman for the Bears. Thompson forced that one a little bit. Just couldn't get smooth in it. It's going to take time to get back into that game shape. Hack. Free throw line. Husbands. 17-foot jumper. No good. Tomzak another rebound. Off to Hutchinson on the far side as we approach 10 minutes remaining in this second half. Hutchinson works to the right side, goes to Tomzak in the corner. That's tipped away by Bowman. She comes up with the steal. Left side, she puts it up, and she is hammered, and she'll head to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. I'm going to assume that this is on Abby Hutchinson. It is on Abby. Her first. Team foul number 4 on the Broncos. Heading to the free throw line, looking for her first points of the varsity game is Kendall Bowman, the freshman. Tall girl for a freshman, good size. First free throw is not good. Coming into the ball game, this is Vanessa Larson, who played well in the first half. She's going to give Alyssa Rose Dahl a break. Bowman gets the ball from the referee for the second of her 2 free throws. It is up. That is good. 40-27, the lead for the Broncos on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Husband, she was trying to get an extra possession there. She was going to bring the ball in bounds. It's Bronco basketball. Yeah. Hutchinson comes towards the top of the key. Far side for Hannah Anderson. Broncos going right to left. The Beck in the corner. Dawsonson down the block. She uses her hip to kind of move. Larson off the block. She puts it in. She's got 7 points. The Broncos up by 15 at 42-27. Inside, Dawsonson steals that away. She's going to dribble the ball up the center of the floor. Gets slowed down, then turns it back on. Gets to the right wing. She's going to pop a 3. Too strong. Rebound by Beck. Up and, I thought it was going to be the and one. But Nissa Beck will head to the free throw line looking for her first points of the ball game. Broncos leading at 42-27 with 9:21 remaining on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Shot by Beck is no good. That putback attempt was brought to you by Northern Lumber. Free estimates, delivery to your work site, and paint matching. Northern Lumber, everything to build anything. Located on Highway 53 at 307th Street in International Falls. Husbands goes out for the Bears. Dawsonson and Hutchinson out for the Broncos. Into the game for the Broncos, Sullivan and Lola Valenzuela back in the game. Second free throw by Beck. Not good. Piper, the rebound. I believe she just came back into the ball game. She gets it off to Hack. Hack dribbles up the near sideline. Gets to the right wing. Skip pass, far side, Stonstegard. Thought about the 3. Takes a couple steps to the right. Then has her 3 blocked by Valenzuela. And then out of bounds off of Stonstegard, and it's Bronco basketball. And that brings the Bronco faithful to their loudness there. And a great job there. And a timeout by head coach Dale Greeny. We'll take it as well. The Broncos lead at 42-27, 9:05 remaining in the second half. You're listening to high school girls basketball on Lace Country 104.1, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Now is a great time to visit Falls Lumber Company's Design Center. We heat this building with fireplaces and stoves so you can feel the warmth, see how they burn, and check out which one is best for your home, cabin, or shack. We sell some of the best name brands in business: Cozy Heat, Yodel, Hearthstone, Napoleon, Regency, and more. Check out Falls Lumber Company's Design Center, something for everyone. 201 4th Street in the Falls.
Coming out of the timeout, brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home that is professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen will take very good care of you. It's going to be Bronco basketball in the backcourt. They lead at 42-27 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. And we're going to give that block and subsequent ball out of bounds off the Lake of the Woods Bears. We're going to give that our Nagurski Transportation drive of the game. How about block of the game? Moving your product safe and fast. Nagurski Transportation is always looking for new professional drivers to join their team. Call Kevin at 218-689-2064. Lola has the ball, comes into the front court. Bears going to go man-to-man out of the timeout, trying to change this up, trailing by 15. Sullivan catches in the corner, nearly stumbled, gets it outside to Piper Tomzak. Valenzuela, left wing, she traveled, got away with it. Hannah Anderson fakes the three, steps to the free throw line after a dribble, puts that up, just left it a hair short, hacked the rebound. Looking up for Kendall Bowman. Bowman's going to take it right to the back, behind the back dribble, taken away by Hannah Anderson. Hack nearly stole it away from her, and Hannah Anderson gets a round of applause from the faithful. Into the corner to Tomzak. Valenzuela catches it near the top of the key. She backs up, wants everybody to reset. Bears go, they stay man-to-man here on the next possession, and then we're going to get a foul. This one is going to be on Hack, her fourth. Team foul number 5 on the Bears. 8:22 remaining. What does Coach Brini do here with Hack with 4 fouls with that much time left? I say he's going to roll the dice down 15. Henderson gets it into Lola. Lola should go right at Hack right here. Oh, Sullivan made it look like she was going to go back door. Then she kicked it back out on the Z-cut, and the pass went inside. She was going outside. Hack does come out of the ball game. Back in is Dahl for the Bears. 42-27. Broncos leading it here. They have led since they took the lead with just under 10 minutes remaining in the first half. In the corner, Piper couldn't control that hard pass from Dahl, and it's a turnover on Lake of the Woods. Bronco basketball with 8:04 left. Got 2 games tomorrow, 2 hockey games. We've got Bantamay hockey at 2:15 as they open up the Troy Basaraba World Tournament. We'll have that game of the Bantamay tournament, and then the game on Sunday when they play. That time yet to be determined. Sullivan tries to go baseline, and she's going to draw the foul on Vanessa Larson, her second, team foul number 6. Then tomorrow night, in conjunction with the 75th season celebration for the Bronco boys hockey, we are going to be on the air at 6:30 for the ceremony, and then the Broncos take on St. Paul Johnson, a rematch of the 1963 state championship game. 60 years later. Get my math right. Valenzuela breaks back door on the indoors pass, on the inbounds pass. She goes up and she is bopped to the floor there, and she banged her elbow on the floor. That didn't feel very good, but I'm going to tell you one thing about Lola. She's going to stay in this ball game. Going to have a lot more to do there, and no, she waited too long on the floor. The officials are going to call out the coach. Bear says, I don't need to come out. She's just fine. She's tough. We're not going to do that. Oh, we got a little blood. She cracked her elbow open. That's what she did. So we'll have a little delay here. So while we are waiting here, why don't we take a timeout? We'll come back. The Bronco lead remains at 42-27. We'll take a break with 7:52 remaining in the second half. You're listening to Bronco Girls Basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Hi.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Blood cleaned up here at the Falls High Gym. We get the teams back out. Lola's all better. It looks like they've got the bleeding stopped. So it'll be, I believe, Valenzuela is going to go to the free throw line here. She's going to shoot 1-and-1, as that was the 7th foul, right, on the Bears. So Lola looking for her 15th point here with this first free throw. It is up, and it's off the back iron, no good. We're going to have a special Coach's Corner for you on Saturday morning. We'll be down in Bemidji. We're going to be talking wrestling as we'll be at the Rick Lee Invitational Wrestling Tournament at the Sanford Center. George Frake and myself will be down there, and we'll be talking wrestling for most of that show. Second free throw is good as Valenzuela got two. It was not a 1-and-1, so the Bronco lead to 43-27 under 8 minutes remaining. Left side, Stanzegard on the wing. Comes to Dahl at the top of the key. To Bowman on the right wing. She dribbles baseline. Tries to pass over the top of Bissonette. Block. Gets it right back. Does Bowman. Out to Dahl. Dahl turns. Fires it cross court to Piper. Piper. Dribbles parallel to the 10-foot volleyball line. 7.5 remaining. Try to go inside. Tipped by Valenzuela. Loose ball into the hands of Hannah Anderson. Possible 3-on-1 here for the Broncos. Anderson tried to go 2. Valenzuela. Guess who picked that off? Dahl, who's been reading the eyes all night. She puts it up. Too strong. Missed it. Rebound Hannah Anderson. Quickly back up the near sideline. Now slows it down. Broncos up by 16. Don't need to be in a big rush here. Work to get a good look at the bucket. Hannah Anderson, near wing for Bissonette. She's turned. She's going to fire a 3 after I say that. No good. Rebound. Who's going to get it? Knocked out of bounds by Purple Basketball. I think I heard the referee say, here comes Hack back into the game. She is going to replace Larson. Also getting up is going to be Husbands. Who's she going to replace? It is going to be Stanzegard. So exactly 7 minutes remaining. Bronco basketball. Valenzuela to bring it in from the baseline on the near side of the basket. Broncos going right to left in the second half. Tomzak catches the inbounds pass to Anderson. Right back to Lola. 3-pointer from the corner. No, Bears were ready for that. They had 2 players there waiting for Valenzuela to pull the trigger. Lola backs up towards the half court line. Now comes the Piper Tomzak on the left wing. Tomzak, one dribble, top of the key, Sullivan. Wide open. She's going to take this to the rack. Puts it up. Had that blocked by Hack. Picked up by Anderson. She dribbles out of trouble. All the way from the corner to the top of the key. Now hits Sullivan on the right wing. Sullivan, top of the key to Tomzak. Hannah Anderson, left wing, 3-pointer. Blocked by Bowman. Picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan, top of the key for Lola. Lola, and we've got a foul somewhere away from the play. And Piper Tomzak frustrated. Let's see here. I think it's going to be on Piper. Yeah, she got a little frustrated with Dahl and what was going on there. So Piper picks up her first foul, team foul number 5 on the Broncos. Broncos had a good possession there. They kept getting opportunities, just couldn't get it at the bucket. Hack, right wing to Bowman. She's going to fire up that 17-foot jumper. No. Rebound Piper Tomzak. Waits for everybody to get out of the way, then gets it off to Valenzuela, who's going to walk the ball up the floor. Under 6 minutes now remaining. Right wing Sullivan. Top of the key to Tomzak. Tomzak gets it to Lola near the top of the key. One dribble, pull up 3. A little bit strong, off of the hands of, please point to which way the ball is, Mr. Referee, please. It's going to be Bronco basketball. I ask for so little in this world. Dwayne, just point. It only takes a little effort. I mean, it exercises your arm. It helps the toning of the muscles. Sullivan gets the ball outside to Tomzak at the left wing. Inside it goes to Lola. Lola turns, goes right at Dahl, puts it up. Tough shot. Lola gets that to go. She's got 17 in the ball game. The Broncos up by 18 at 45-27 with under 5.5 remaining. Hack near wing. Bowman. She's going to pull the trigger on the 3. No. Rebound. Husbands and Valenzuela battle for it. Alternating possession. Bronco basketball. In comes Abby Hutchison and Olivia Thosson for the Broncos. Out goes Nora Sullivan, and it is going to be Lola Valenzuela that's going to head to the bench. Falling back are going to be the Bears into a half-court defense. They trail by 18 here. They've only scored 9 points in this second half. We've played nearly 13 minutes. Stanzegard back in for Bowman. So as I look at the Lake of the Woods players on the floor, it is the starting lineup for the Bears. Hack has 4 fouls. She's guarding Thosson. Should the Broncos go there? Thosson going to take it right at Hack. And the foul, and Hack's night is done as she tried to block the 6-3 shot. And Hack goes out. Here comes Kendall Bowman right back in, as that is the 5th foul. So Bowman will end the game with 4 points. She had all those in the first half. So Thosson to the free throw line. She is looking for points number 8 and 9 here. First free throw is up. No good. She was 1 for 2 on her first trip to the free throw line. Nissa Beck replaces Piper Tomzak. 5:11 remaining in the ball game. Broncos up by 18 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Dawsonson gets 1 of 2, 46-27. Stotsigard up the near sideline. In the corner to Piper. Piper, one dribble. Cross the court pass to Bowman. Cutting in is Husbands. Catch that with off balance. She gets it out though. Back inside. Bowman tried to go off the hands, I believe, of the Broncos and stay with Lake of the Woods. Greta Block in for Bowman. I believe that it's Bauman. Now that I think about it, there was a Bowman on the boys team, and I believe it's Bauman, so I think I've been saying it wrong, and I apologize for those of you in Baudette. You're screaming at the radio finally got to me in my senses. Tipped out of bounds by Abby Hutchinson. It'll stay with the Bears. Husbands to bring it in from the far sideline. Gets it in to Stonstegard. Stonstegard dribbles towards the top of the key. Broncos in a 2-3. Husbands, three-pointer on the way. Good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Her second three of the half. She's got 10 points in the ball game. 46-30 with 4:39 remaining. Tipped out of bounds by Dahl as those passes. She's just got a good sense about it. No doubt about it. Thosselson does her good deed. She jumps up into the stands, gets the ball for the referee, so he doesn't have to go up there. That's worth a call later on, right? Isn't that how that works? Hannah Anderson, baseball pass to Hutchinson at the block. One dribble, puts it up, no good. Thosselson had the rebound knocked out of her hands by Dahl. Stay with the Broncos. Substitution for the first time in this ball game. Here comes Brooklyn Hasbargen, a junior for the Bears. Heading to the bench is going to be Elise Rose Dahl. Nissa Beck will fire it in, and we get a whistle from the near official. And who's it on? It is on Thosselson with the drop the elbow, they say, as she came around. So that's her third foul. I didn't see it happen. I was looking at the ball. It was on the near side close to me, but I didn't see what happened. Stonstegard, top of the key, left wing. That is Hasbargen, who just came into the game. In the corner to Husbands. Husbands, the block. Block back to Husbands in the corner. She tries to get past Beck. Beck couldn't get to the baseline soon enough. She picks up the foul, her first team foul, number 6 or 7. I think that's 7. It is going to be 1-1. So going to the free throw line is going to be Bailey Husbands. She is 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Got to make the first to get the second in this 1-1 situation. In case you're new to the game of basketball, some young person listening, make sure you understand that rule. Free throw is not good. Dawsonson the rebound. She'll dribble up the far sideline as we approach 4 minutes remaining in the game. Dawsonson kicks it out to Hutchinson on the right wing. Hutchinson dribbles baseline. Gets cut off. And they're going to say foul. Referee kind of made it look like he was going to say on the floor. It's going to be on number 1. It's on Mackenzie Piper. Her third, her fourth. Team foul number 9. So Hutchinson, who is 2 for 3 from the free throw line, will head to the line to shoot the front end of a 1-1 with 4:03 remaining here in the ball game. Free throw is short. Dawsonson gets that rebound, doesn't get the putback, dribbles herself to the corner. Now tries to get past Husbands. Still dribbling. Try to go off to Anderson. That's tipped away by Hasbargen, and she steps on the sideline, or a foul on Anderson. It's a foul on Anderson for the push. That's team foul number 8, so heading to the free throw line. Now, I'm not so whatever about the foul, but here's the bad part about the foul. 60 feet away from the basket. The clock stops and allows Lake of the Woods to go to the free throw line and get a couple free points while the clock is stopped. That's the problem I have with that foul. Just got to pick and choose here when you're up by 16 points with under 4 minutes remaining. Free throw by Hasbargen, not good. Rebound to Bissonette, to Anderson, who comes across the timeline with 3:45 remaining. She dribbles to the right wing. Top of the key for Hutchinson. Dawsonson catches it on the right wing. 1-on-1 against Piper. She dribbles into the corner, tries to come back. Piper picks her pocket. And then Dawsonson tries to reach in, and she's going to get called for the foul. And then both girls, that's Dawsonson and Piper, are both told by the official to calm down very vehemently. That I don't think there's going to be any more leeway given. If there's going to be something like that again, somebody's either getting called for a foul or a technical. Broncos in a 2-3 with under 3.5 remaining as Husbands dribbles it in to the front court. Far side for Stonstegard. She dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it to Block. Block is going to put up the 3. That's off the front iron, no good. Rebound. Nissa Beck. Beck up the near sideline. Gets to the wing, stops, gives it to Anderson. Anderson to Hutchinson on the right wing. Hutchinson dribbles back towards the timeline as we approach 3 minutes remaining. Bissonette catches the ball on the right wing. One dribble. Gets it to Hutchinson, near side. She dribbles back towards the top of the key. Leaves it for Anderson. To Bissonette, right wing. She's going to fire the 3. No good. Rebound batted around. Hannah Anderson runs down the loose ball. To Thorstensen. 3-pointer on the way. And we got a whistle away from the... Oh, for heaven's sakes. This referee has decided that anytime that somebody puts a arm up or something, this is going to be a clear out. And the Broncos, Nissa Beck, gets called for the foul. That is the team foul number 9. Here comes Piper Tomczak into the ballgame, replacing Thorstensen. So I'm going to say Thorstensen's probably going to play at about 15 minutes in this game, maybe 16 minutes. 2:41 remaining. Broncos up by 16. Here comes Stanzegard back the other way. Now, I'm not sure why they didn't shoot free throws on that, because that was away from the ball. It wasn't a player control foul, so it should have been free throws. But I think they missed that one. Missed shot by the Bears. Rebound for the Broncos. Anderson, Hutchinson. Inside to Bissonette at the elbow. One dribble. Stops. Outside to Hutchinson. 3-pointer on the way. Splash. First one of the night for Abby Hutchinson. It's brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175. Option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. Up by 19 with 2 minutes remaining. Cross-court pass. Looking for blocks. She somehow came up with that. Husbands to the free throw line. Tried to go down low. That's knocked away by Stanzegard. To Husbands. Had that shot blocked. I thought she got fouled. And coming up with the loose ball, Anderson. Fast court. And Hutchinson smacked to the floor. No foul called on that layup attempt. And here come the Bears. Are the whistles being swallowed here, as they say in a hockey game? 3-pointer by Piper. No good. Beck, the long rebound. Off to Hutchinson. Brandon Bears, he's going to use a timeout here. He hadn't called one all night yet. He's going to take it here with 49-30 score, with the Broncos leading it with 95 seconds left. It's a 30-second timeout. It's brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home that is professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Coming to you from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. Start your voyage at Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-285-7722. Stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll be talking about our comeback moment of the game, brought to you by Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center. I think you already can think about what their comeback moment is going to be. The Northland Sales and Service sleeper moment of the game, and we're also going to give out our North Star Electric Energy Star Player of the Game. Broncos bring it in. Broncos made some substitutions. Kelsted has the ball. She comes to Bissonette on the near wing. Tries to go inside to a cutting Sylvia Valenzuela, who puts it up in traffic. That won't go. Stanzegard got the rebound, and she's going to be followed by Chesney Skrine, who came into the ball game, and that is going to be worth 2 free throws at the other end of the floor, as that is the 10th team foul on the Broncos with 1:24 remaining. So on the floor for the Broncos right now, you've got Kendra Kelsted, you've got Gracie Bissonette, Piper Tomczak, Sylvia Valenzuela, and also Chesney Skrine. Now, you might be saying, why is Gracie Bissonette remaining in the game? Well, she missed the first 6 games of the year, so she's looking for a little playing time here. And so I think Coach Bear says we need to keep her out on the floor as much as we possibly can. First free throw here is up and no good. I thought that one was going to fall down. Stanzegard, who's got 5 points in the ball game, ready to shoot the second one here. It is up, and that one is good. So 49-31, the lead for the Broncos with 84 seconds remaining. Kelsted into the front court. Man-to-man here for the Bears. Screen from Valenzuela. Kelsted's going to try to take this one all the way to the hoop. She does. Puts the shot up, hits the underside of the backboard. I think that went off of a Bear player. Stay with the Broncos. Yes. Piper Tomczak will throw it in from the baseline on the near side of the basket. In the corner. Skrine catches to Kelsted. Back to Tomczak in the corner. Dribbling there. Going to put up the 3. No good. Rebound. That's Bissonette. She puts up the putback and good. Gracie's first points of the ball game. The Broncos break that 50-point barrier. 51-31 with 55 seconds left. Here's Hasbargen, a 3-pointer. No. Long rebound. Hasbargen's going to run that down in the corner. She's trying to dribble herself out of trouble. And She dribbled on the baseline. So Bronco basketball with 45 seconds left. Broncos are going to improve to 4-6 on the season. The Bears are going to fall to 2-7. Sylvia Valenzuela near side for Tomzak. Kalstek catches. She dribbles in. Got made away with a push-off. Tried to go to Skrine. Skrine was already thinking, I'm dribbling this ball in, and she took her eye off the prize there, and it goes out of bounds off of her hands. Got a doubleheader of hockey tomorrow. Bantam A's at 2:15. Bronco boys hockey at 6:30. Hasbarger, three-pointer from the far corner. That hits the back side of the rim, up into the air, and straight through the jar for a three-pointer for Brooklyn Hasbargen. 51-34 with 18 seconds remaining. Sylvia Valenzuela to Bissonette. Three-pointer on the way on the other end. No. Long rebound tipped by Hasbargen. She saves it in right to Sylvia Valenzuela, who's going to take that to the rack. Throw that up wildly. Tomzak the rebound. Bissonette blocked from behind by Block. Goes out of bounds with 4 seconds left. 51-34. Sylvia Valenzuela to throw it in. Into Skrine. The Bissonette to Sylvia Valenzuela. He's going to try to fire it at the buzzer, but that would have been blocked by Stonstegard. Your final score. International Falls 51, Lake of the Woods 34. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the post-game show. You're listening to High School Girls Basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The Outdoorsman's headquarters is the place to get all your gear for fishing, hunting, and camping. When the season changes, you can find that new lure, rod, rifle, shotgun, or camp stove to make your next trip the best it can be. The Outdoorsman's headquarters has bait and all the necessities for your next adventure. Stop at the Outdoorsman's headquarters at 1130 3rd Avenue in International Falls or call them at 218-283-9337. Before you shop elsewhere, check with us for the best products, the best prices, and the best customer service.
Happy New Year from Ekman GM. With that said, new vehicles coming in at Ekman GM of International Falls. You need to get in now because these won't last. A brand new 2023 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HD LTZ diesel. Sale price is $80,125. Or this brand new 2023 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 RST. Sale price is only $61,905. Chevrolet, find new roads. Find out more at EkmanIFalls.com.
And we're back with breaking news. The new Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an improved taste and 0 calories, make sure... Jim.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me.
We're on the air.
I need to try it first.
With zero sugar and now even more delicious, it's the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Find out for yourself.
Welcome back to the post-game show, coming to you live from the Falls High School Gymnasium as the Bronco girls win it by a final score of 51-34. Let's run down the scoring while we wait for our post-game interview. Let's start with the Bears. Leading the way for them in double figures was Bailey Husband. She nailed 2 threes in the second half. 6 points each for Cayman Stonstegard and Elise Rose Dahl. 4 points for Paige Hack before following out. 3 points for Brooklyn Hasbargen. 2 points each for Vanessa Larson and Mackenzie Piper. 1 for Kendall Bowman. The Bears were just 2 for 8 from the free throw line. They made 4 threes, and all of those threes, were in the second half. All those fours. Wouldn't it be fun if they played with a 4-point basket? Oh, you just never know. For the Broncos, they were led by 17 points by Lola Valenzuela. She was the only player in double figures. 8 points for Piper Tomzak, all in the first half. 8 points for Olivia Thossenson in her first game back. 7 for Abby Hutchinson. 4 for Nora Sullivan. 5 for Hannah Anderson. And 2 for Gracie Bissonette. The Broncos were 10 for 19 from the free throw line, just above 50%. It's not going to always get it done. 5 3-pointers made in the game, 4 of them by Lola Valenzuela. She continues her hot shooting. All those 3-pointers brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. Our comeback moment of the game brought to you by Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center at 1322 3rd Street. When you need to make a comeback due to back, neck, or leg pain, call Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center at 218-283-2243 and let Alyssa Clarity get you on the road to recovery. Well, our comeback moment of the game, I think, is a simple one tonight. It's not always simple, but tonight it is, as Olivia Thorstensen comes back into the lineup tonight after nearly a year off after she was injured last January down in Aurora. So that comeback moment of the game brought to you by Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center. Sleeper moment of the game brought to you by Northland Sales and Service. They can help you get a good night's rest. With brands like Serta, you will wake up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle another day. Northland Sales and Service also has pillows, sheets, and mattress protectors. Stop in today and let Tony and Maya help you start getting your best sleep. Northland Sales and Service, 500 3rd Street in downtown International Falls. My sleeper moment of the game, I'm going with Lola Valenzuela. The first 3 shots that she took in the game were 3-pointers, and all of them were drained. And, hey, when you're going to get that kind of stuff going on, a lot of good things are going to happen. North Star Electric Energy Star Player of the Game. The power of human connections can be seen on and off the field, and the same is true with North Star Electric. Congratulations to, who am I going with? I am going to go with Lola Valenzuela. They can't miss out on that opportunity. Only player in double figures for the Broncos. She has to be the player of the game. Congratulations to her as being named the Energy Star Player of the Game from North Star Electric. We're going to take a break, and we are going to try to get a post-game interview here. You're listening to the post-game show for Bronco Girls Basketball. They win at 51-34. We're coming right back.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
We've always had villains to face.
Bad guys to take down. But you are the most horrible of all. We're here because we've had enough of you.
One person is not a team.
But when we join together, you don't stand a chance.
Marvel Studios' Avengers Endgame, MasterCard, and Stand Up to Cancer are joining together today to help take down one of the biggest villains of all, cancer. Join us now at standuptocancer.org/MasterCard.
The National Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Welcome back to the Falls High Gym in the post-game show, being joined by Olivia Thorstensen. Well, Olivia, first game in nearly a year. How exciting was it?
It was really fun to finally get back to playing with the team. It was really hard just sitting out and watching for a year, because all I wanted to do is go play with my team too.
Yeah. So the nerves took a little while to get them out. Do you feel like?
Yeah, and just trusting my knee. I'm not able to play a full game yet because of my my knee. My surgeon says it's going to be a year in March 18th.
Right.
So he's like, okay, let's gradually increase your minutes instead of jumping right in.
So can I say this? I kind of added up. I had you at about 15, 16, 17 minutes tonight. I was surprised that you played that many minutes. Were you surprised?
Yeah.
So how does the knee feel? Tell us how it feels after, where it's been and how it feels after playing that many minutes.
Well, my knee, I first started last March 18th. I got my surgery, spent 7 hours in the gym every day the whole summer. Had to relearn how to walk and jump again. And I feel just coming a long way. And I'm just excited to be back, and this is, even though I didn't score that much this game, I didn't get that opportunity.
Yeah. I obviously it's going to take time because obviously you can do things in practice, but games are different. Teams are going to treat you differently. Just talk about in the end, if you were going to give yourself a grade, give me a grade. How'd you do today?
B minus.
B minus. Okay. What needs to get better?
I think my confidence in my knee and my my shot form.
Okay. What'd you like about your game? Let's talk about a positive. What was good?
My speed and my endurance and my ability to just keep going, even though I wasn't getting many minutes.
Olivia, we appreciate you coming up and talking about it. Congratulations on getting back and getting a win here tonight for the Broncos.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Yep. Take that T-shirt with you, so you can do that. And that was Olivia Thossenson joining us here on the post-game show. Her first game back, she ends up with 8 points here this evening for the Broncos as they win it by a score of 51-34. The JV won 46-18, so a sweep here for the JV and the varsity at the Falls High Gym. As I mentioned before, we've got a doubleheader tomorrow. Bantam A Hockey, 2:15 the pregame, 2:30 the opening faceoff of the Trebasa Raba World Hockey Tournament. We'll be bringing you the first game of that tournament as the Broncos, the future Broncos play, and then we will have a game on Sunday morning or early Sunday afternoon, depending upon how well they do in the pool play. We'll have that game for you. Those games are going to be on KGHS, still on rjbroadcasting.com, but on KGHS, so make sure you make that note. Then tomorrow night, the special 75th season of Bronco Hockey celebration starting at 6:30. That's going to be on yourliveevent.com as well as Lakes Country 104.1. That will be on the FM side here, and then we'll have that taken care. We'll get that done. Then we'll have our regular pregame show, and then we're going to have Bronco Hockey against St. Paul Johnson at 7:30 approximately. I won't say that it's going to not start later than that because of the ceremony, but we'll see how things go and how things pan out there as we go along through that. Again, it's going to be 60 years since those teams played in the state championship game way back in 1963. I think that's what the number is. If I'm going in my brain correctly on that, maybe it was 64. I'm going to have to make sure I got my homework done for tomorrow. For Dwayne, pushing all the buttons on the video side, for Jaden Pearson, who did the camera work tonight, I'm Tim Ringhoffer, wishing you all a good night for everybody at KGHS KSDM. Thank you.